Good morning, this is Talia MK at Education 2.0 Conference 2024 Dubai, and we have with us Mr. Marlon Richardson. He is Education Director and Acting Executive Director at Hip Hop for Change, and he has been awarded as an Excellence Award in this conference. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Thank you for being in Dubai. Thank you for being in this conference. How does it feel to receive an award?
Awards are always great,
Yes.
depending on the award you're getting, right? But to be able to come to the Middle East and to receive an award for the work that I do is monumental. It's a real milestone moment for me, so I'm appreciative.
Yeah, thank you, sir. But tell us, first of all, what is Hip Hop for Change?
So Hip Hop for Change is an organization we started about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And what we do is we are an arts education organization. So we go into schools all throughout the country in the United States and also in other countries. And we teach young people the history of hip hop as a music, as a culture. And we use it as a form of empowerment and self-expression. So we're literally teaching young people how to express themselves safely and how to empower their communities by building and being able to create spaces for them to be able to express themselves.
So when you say hip hop, it's like a purely dancing, and you are providing it as a source of acting as well? Or?
Well, so what a lot of people don't understand is that hip hop is a culture.
Okay.
So there's multiple forms of expression. So in addition to dance, there's rapping, there's graffiti art, there is break dancing. So there's all these different elements of the culture that we say. And all of these are ways for us to find who we are, to develop a new sense of pride, and find that from a source of pride that allows us to dream bigger and think better. Yeah.
But when you talk about hip hop culture, if you talk about it in U.S., it's a big deal.
Yes.
Oh, as you're traveling around and getting to know about it, and still receiving an award because you're doing an awesome job.
Yes.
As you know, there is no culture for it in the Middle East. Like, we don't know about that. It's all
Right.
new to me. And for an example, even if you go to Canada, they have knowledge about it, but they're not well acquainted when it comes to this culture. So how do you introduce yourself in such market, and what are the challenges do you face?
Well, one of them is a lot of the stereotypes that comes with hip hop music and culture. Some people think that it's super violent, that it's disrespectful to women. So we look to break those stereotypes by really engaging in young people and their interest in hip hop, because regardless of it being started in the United States, it's still a global culture. So there are pockets of young people throughout the world that identify with this culture and use it as their form of expression. So we're trying to meet young people where they're at in terms of their interest, and we're leveraging hip hop as a form of education, as a form of empowerment, but also to create a form of critical thinking. So we're allowing young people to start to think critically about the world they live in, how to improve it, and how to be of service to their community.
When it comes to such field as a creative field, as when it comes to dancing, or also when it comes to acting or hip hop, as you mentioned, people or parents or the guardians are very much concerned about the future would be. So how do we deal with those stereotypes, or how do you deal with those challenges of parents or guardians?
Yeah, so stereotypes are one of the things that our organization specifically tries to combat, and we confront it by establishing with people the history of hip hop, how it started, right? In lieu of arts programs in schools, in lieu of financial resources, young kids in New York City almost over 50 years ago created a form of culture that allowed them to empower themselves.
Yes.
So rather than depending on the government, rather than depending on their parents, they created these spaces for themselves. And what we've seen over the last 50 years or more is a culture that started as just a party in the Bronx, New York, turned into a multi-billion-dollar industry that employs hundreds of thousands of young people. So whether you're a singer or a dancer or a rap artist, or you're a visual artist, or you're a DJ, there are career fields that you can engage in simply from being part of this culture.
Okay, that's awesome. So when you come to Middle East, there is a very drastic change when it comes to entertainment business. They are gradually growing up into cinemas more.
Certainly.
So how do you propose to settle, or just to put your mark over here in this market?
I mean, I think it really comes down to engaging young people who really love hip hop culture, even if it's just a novelty for them, but to have them recognize that you can create a community of like-minded people within your own space. So whether it's Dubai or India or Africa, you can find hip hop in all of these places. As we speak right now, there are graffiti murals being done in Europe. There are DJ battles happening in Asia. So it's multicultural in that hip hop asks nothing of you but to bring yourself and to challenge you to be your most authentic self. And then when you find like-minded people within your space, you can create a community of these people and then actually affect real change in terms of the interest of the people and what they need.
Perfect. Tell us as we're here in this market, what are you planning if anybody wants, as the conference is like with everybody, like there's internet people, there are CEOs from health department. How do you propose to, if anybody wants to have this kind of genre or your services over here or maybe outside UAE?
Yeah, I think what's really great about these kind of conferences is that it allows you to network with different industries, different people, and find different niche areas where you can share common ground and find opportunities for collaboration, for innovative thinking, all of these different things. So hip hop as a various form of modality in terms of all the expressive elements, you can find kind of an inroads to all these different industries. So whether it's health and wellness or mental health or things of that nature, there are different elements of the culture that can adapt to these kind of industries and environments and create amazing opportunities.
Okay, so before you go, tell us if anybody wants to reach out to you, how can they contact you?
Oh, certainly. You can follow us on Facebook. So that's Hip Hop, the number 4 Change. We also have a website, www.hiphopforchange.org. You can email me directly, unlearn, UNLEARN, at hiphopforchange.org as well. And we can build and work on building community across the world.
Hope to see you grow, hope to see you here, because we would love to have some hip hop culture in this area.
Absolutely, we need it everywhere.
This is how life is. If you like something, be dedicated to it, learn it, and express it the way you want to. So be kind, avoid using plastic, stop wastage of water, and this is Talia MK signing off.